What is up, bras, and welcome back. And in this video I decided to just watch a bunch of Pro League games again and make this video dedicated to Oregon. So we're gonna see a bunch of tricks, and if you guys like this style of Pro League tips, let me know down below and vote for your favorite map. Whatever map is upvoted the most down below in the comment section, I'll make a dedicated Pro League tricks just for that map in the near future. If you guys came here just for the spawn tricks, they are trick number 11 and 12. I got timestamps down below if you want to just jump straight to those. I'm gonna try to keep the tricks at about 30 seconds a piece so that you guys can get the most bang for your buck for your time. Let's jump right into the first one.
A pretty nasty trick, and it can get you a little bit of a mental edge it's a small thing, but it's basically free, so why not do it?
Yeah, Valkyrie is an operator who sees a lot of play on every single map. I mean,
now on this very first one, it's going to be inside of the master bedroom, watching anybody running from us from the south side, especially with that van parkour where you can rush the master bedroom. This camera is very well hidden. You can throw it all the way back to the dresser. You're not going to have quite as good vision, or you can throw it on the top towards the front of the dresser. That way you can even see outside of the window by throwing it that way. Of course, it is more visible to attackers if thrown that way. So a couple different variations that you can throw this one, as well as this also will get great vision on anybody that's trying to break through with Hibana, Maverick, Thermite, etc.
So there's definitely a lot of options there. You know, it's funny, we have Hyper playing here on mouse, and we have Hyper, the team, playing later today.
Yeah, they'll be going up against Rogue in our second match of the day.
So to start things off here, we are seeing Jackal brought.
Alright, now for everybody that regularly watches my videos, you guys all know about these couple different pre-fire spots, one on top of the refrigerator, one on the inside of the tree, and even the new way on how to get up there. This is another variation that we can do, and what's good about this one is that you can lie down if somebody challenges the angle and you miss your shots, or just while you're reloading. It's going to be very difficult for the person inside of the bedroom to see you once you lay down because you have a stone wall protecting you. You guys are going to be able to see here that when you're up on top of the fridge, it's a great angle, but you're also straight out in the open, while this one's offering a similar angle with better protection.
Basement. They are going to go back to the top floor. Of course, it's been 3 rounds since they defended the top floor the first, so they get to go back here, despite being successful their first go around. So this is their preferred site. England, speaking of, first kill here for the round, and Goddess will go down. I think the Hibana was able to open up the closet already, though, so
Alright, so this next camera that we saw thrown, I wasn't sure if he meant to throw it in this exact bush location. You guys can see here that it is fairly well protected, as well as you guys do get partial vision of that big window overlooking it, as well as you could see attackers pushing from the west side of the building. It is possible he meant to throw it up on top of the windmill, and if you're playing lower ranks, this camera could work, but at the higher levels, especially in this game like we saw here in Pro League, the camera windmill spot is fairly common. While the windmill camera does offer much better vision, in your guys' next high level game, maybe the bush camera is a good variation for you.
To retreat to the site that are less exposed. You know, if you're trying to come back up as a defender, as a roamer, then usually there's an attacker who's going to be in a position to cut you off.
Alright, this one's very self-explanatory. The wall on the east side of Classroom generally will get broken up when you're going for this hatch. What we've been seeing a lot on Oregon is people sneaking up and taking out the Hibana pellets with an impact or just shooting it, especially now because it takes 4. While using this angle, you guys will have a great vision on the staircase and take out any people that think they're sneaky going up for flanks when they're going to have a nice facial waiting for them at the top of the stairs.
With a Maverick, unreinforced is easy, but reinforced takes a bit.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of those things as well where Maverick isn't really a hard breacher in the same vein that a Thermite and a Hibana is. So
I think he has more in common with Thatcher, to an extent.
Yeah, I mean, he's very good at being able to open up holes to help get those gadgets, similar to a Twitch drone or Thatcher's EMP, as you denoted. So it'll mean that a rotate as well, leading up to those attic stairs, is essentially gone from C9. They'll be too vulnerable if somebody from mouse is stuck on that angle, just hard holding it.
Alright, now this is something that is included in a lot of Pro League games. Even though a lot of people in the high levels use this angle, it's still so commonly used at the highest levels. You guys can see here, you can get angles that shoot straight into this painting, and when somebody's approaching the meeting hall, they have so many different locations to look through. Generally, this table angle will be one of the last ones and it'll be too late. As well as we saw, you can crouch and get an angle all the way up into attic at the top of the ladder. So overall, great angles, something to include the next time you roam in Meeting Hall.
And Goddess is still going to be playing on the Mira. So you've got a lot of good utility to counter a potential plant behind the default wall. So there's...
Now this angle is really nuts. You can get an angle all the way from the back of the bathroom. You're going to be going through the pipe, through the kitchen dining hall doorway, and you can go not just on top of the doorway, you can get an angle that shoots all the way outside into a crazy crossfire that could take anybody out just simply passing the doorway, let alone if somebody's holding an angle attacking this area, this is going to be so dangerous for them.
They just need to be a little bit more passive with how they're playing this. Instead of trying to take all the fights, just choose your fights a little bit more wisely.
Now this right here has kind of turned into the standard way I approach the main entrance. A lot of times there's people that like to crouch at the top of stairs, basically inside of the armory doorway, and watch for kind of spawn peeks or basically map entrance kills. By crouching or lying down behind this tree, you can actually get an angle that not many people realize you can make and go all the way up into the armory and pick that player off before they even realize what happened.
Lion came around, and you know, now that Mira is banned, this could be very difficult for the defenders to be able to repeat.
Now this Evil Eye location is really genius. By destroying the floor on the armory corridor at the top of the stairs, you guys are going to be able to be a huge annoyance to anybody that's stacking up on top of the stairs. We've all been in this position where there's like literally 3 or 4 players on these stairs, whether going for a plant or just securing the area. If they don't take care of this Evil Eye, it's going to be a pain in their butt.
Of his HP, I think people forget how much those impacts do, but also it's going to leave the Evil Eye still up. Now you have Yeti.
Eclipse will hit a nice shot through the broken table onto Crazy. Diffuser being planted, but it will be marked, and Breezy an easy kill, a double C4 for Heavy, and Rogue is completely shut out.
This one here is my favorite Evil Eye spot when defending downstairs in the basement. By looking straight at the wall and then going to the right after the shelf, you are going to be placing the Evil Eye camera directly over the chair. Make sure you don't place it at an angle, otherwise you're not going to get the little gap between the container and the shelf, and you won't be able to get the vision into the main laundry room area. When placed correctly, you can see anybody approaching even while they're on the stairs.
Long spot, allowing Breezy to relocate and easily destroy. Okay, now I didn't mean to do that, but he did kill easily. I was gonna say easily kill the Capital.
Just gonna be a 20-second mention. I do not see this angle used enough when defending upstairs in the dorms area. So many times this main floor hold is completely ignored when defending upstairs. Don't forget how powerful it can be, creating holes in the floor, looking up into the windows. Even if there's somebody holding an angle on this drone hole into meeting hall, you can nitrocell them using this awesome spot.
We predicted an overtime in the last match. We did not get an overtime. It went 6-4. But this is another time where I'm gonna say I'm foreseeing overtime. Noble very likely to win this defense of the basement unless Rogue does something absolutely crazy. And as Yeti gets the headshot onto Shuttle, spawn peeking outside, he is going to set the tone and pace for this round. It looked like it might have been a construction rush, but that construction rush will be silenced.
So this right here is a spawn peek that a lot of people are already aware of, and it is a great one. It does work at the highest levels, like the last clip shows us for proof. If they're not expecting it, especially when used later on in the game and you haven't gone for a spawn peek yet, this is a very strong one running up the ramp. Now we're going to take this idea and we're going to evolve it, and the way we're going to set this up is pretty intricate and it's really badass. What we're going to be doing is going upstairs into the armory corridor, and we're actually going to be vaulting on top of the couch inside master bedroom. After we destroy a certain section of the wall as well as the window, you can get a nutty angle all the way down onto the path of the construction site. Using this angle is 100% guaranteed to throw them off if you guys can land your shots. It may be a smaller window that you have to shoot as compared to some other spawn peaks, but this is a crazy spot that not many people are aware of.
It's looking like it might be a lockout here for Noble as the...
Now the poor people that spawn in construction, we're going to be smacking them with a second option for a spawn peak on anybody running up the middle pathway from the construction spawn. This is an angle that can be used like we saw in the last clip while simply just defending the tower. Maybe somebody's rappelling up this window, or it can be used again as a small window that you have to get a spawn peak that is not expected whatsoever. This time, instead of going through the wall in a window, we're going to be going through the floor in a window. So we're creating some crazy lines of sight, but you guys can see these bullet holes land directly in the middle of anybody running up the construction spawn. You guys are also going to see here in just a couple seconds how insanely difficult this angle is. Even if I know about it and I look up, the metal reinforcements in the floor just make it so difficult for the attackers to see, while the defender can just simply hold the angle and go for some nasty shots.
Though we'll get a nice shot onto Yeti from below. That was very impressive from Easily, looking for that angle play and making it work to his team's advantage. Though Heavy on the prone, a very sneaky peek outside, will take down Shuttle. So it's a back and forth between...
Now this trick, as well as the last one, really make me want to do a bad idea and try to defend on the tower next time I play on Oregon. By mailing the bottom section of this doorway, you guys are about to see something that is 10 million IQ. The garbage cans are actually going to protect the doorway. You can't tell that this door is even broken. You're not going to be expecting this whatsoever. Now you're going to see me rappel up and watch the doorway. The entire time, I cannot tell that the bottom section is broken. Somebody could be lying in here this entire time watching me rappel up, and I would have no idea. This is absolutely insane. You guys are going to see the bullet holes also, and this is a great way to literally get free kills on people rappelling up the tower roof, which is very common no matter what bomb site you guys defend. Anyways, you guys, I hope you guys learned a bunch. Let me know down below what map your guys' favorite one is that you would want to see a dedicated Pro League Tricks video to, and I will do the most upvoted one in a Pro League Tricks video in the near future. Don't forget, I still have the giveaway going on for about another 2 weeks. Thank you guys all so much for the recent support. I love you guys all. See you guys all very soon in the next video. Peace.